I'm super excited about this study. I hope you are too. Remember, you don't have to have this book, but it is a great tool to be able to look along at the pictures, to see the story happening and understand the poses as we go, and it will help you increase your literacy as you further down the line begin to learn to read the language, not just speak and understand it. So today's lesson is just about the title. We're diving into the title, I Know Who I Am. And as we do so, we're going to do a practice that is done in Kundalini yoga. So we are tying movement, yoga, story with learning a language to power up the brain, to give our brain health what it needs. And in Kundalini yoga, this is called Kirtan Kriya. And what we'll be doing today has actually proven to boost memory, cognition, focus, help mood, and there's actually a published article in the Journal for Alzheimer's Disease in 2016 that the Kriya actually helped boost the connectivity in the brain by increasing memory and function. So for all of you of all ages, this is going to work for everyone in every family. If we have littles, great, but this is more tailored to a little bit older learning curve, but you're thinking, well, why a children's book then? Because this is what I believe. I believe we're all teachers, and I believe that we are here as a purpose to teach the next generation. Because if we don't teach them, who's going to teach them who they are? And so you learn it here. You know how your children, your grandchildren, how they learn best. So as you learn with me the benefits of movement and language, and you secure it yourself, again, how do we become a master at something is to teach it to someone else. So you experience it, you know it, you learn it, and then you share it. And that's how we grow. So the children's book version, yes, is to help with all of those younger ones be enticed with the beautiful pages and the colors, nature, and also having a great love for other countries and cultures in the world, because our series will go from country to country to country. This one is focusing on China. We'll start there, and you'll hear the native tongue when I describe when we're going into that. But first of all, let me teach you how the Kirtan Kriya works. So we have use of our hands here. We're going to use our thumb and our pointer, third, fourth, and fifth, which actually connect all of these nerve points in our fingers, connect with the 5 parts of our brain. So as you know, that our right hand cross sections to our left hemisphere of our brain, and the left hand goes to the right. By doing this practice with the nerve points in our fingers, we're actually balancing the 2 hemispheres of the brain, giving you optimal brain power. So as we start to work into this, I know who I am, you'll hear this in kind of a chant or a sound. And we'll hit each one firmly, tightly, and slowly. We'll start out loudly, then we'll move to a whisper. Then we'll be in the mind, hearing the sound that we've produced as an echo. Then we come back out in reverse order to a whisper, and then loud again. At the very end, we inhale our arms up high to the sky, pull it down all the way in, and sit for a moment or two in silence to actually hear the sound that we have created. Hear the echo of the sound. And don't take my word for it. Kirtan Kriya has a lot of scientific research and benefit for health of the brain, but you have to experience it yourself. So dive in. I encourage you to give it a try and see how it works for you. And then once you know it, you'll share it. So if you're ready, here we go. Deep breath in.
Sé quién soy. 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 Sé quién soy.
Whisper.
Sé quién soy. 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 Sé quién soy.
Now quiet in the mind, hear the echo of the sound you've made.
Sé quién soy. 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 Sé quién soy.
Beautiful job. Reach up high to the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands back down. Rest them and sit in silence for a moment. Hear the echo of the sound that you just created. Beautiful job. Wonderful. That's our first lesson. You may be thinking, okay, well, what did each one of those symbols mean? What did that mean? And your brain is trying to figure it out. Well, one of the ways that we learn a language very best is honestly just to do and to hear and to listen and to move. That's how we learned our first language. We don't go and explain everything to a toddler and toggle back and forth in between the language. Sometimes that just takes a lot of extra work in the brain. We have to map out this new beautiful mind for a new language, a new culture, a new thought process, because everything doesn't just cross-translate. It's a new life that you're starting to live. So, but if you are needing a few of those questions answered, feel free to check out my website. You can actually find everything all there if you're really serious about learning the language, including native tongue, sound, audio phrases. This recording is all there together, as well as a quiz for your mastery to challenge and test your mastery. So it will be able to give you some of those questions about, well, what is I in the language, or what is know? For this title, I know who I am. And if your brain wants to figure that out and make sure that you know it, that's a great place to challenge your mastery. Otherwise, stick with me. We're going to move right through this book pretty quick. We're going to move with movement next video and start to learn this language and start to speak it right off the tongue. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. We'll see you next time.